Ever feel like, sometimes like you're just kind of stuck, like you're just reacting to things instead of really, living your life?
Oh, absolutely. Like you're just a passenger along for the ride.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? Today's deep dive is all about ditching that passenger seat.
Right.
We're talking about taking control, becoming the creator of your own destiny. We're diving into this chapter called The Journey from Victim to Creator. And let me tell you,
This is going to be good.
it is.
Yeah, this is not just some fluffy self-help stuff. This is about understanding that the way you see yourself, like your mindset, it impacts literally everything, every choice you make, every opportunity. You either grab it or you miss it.
Yeah, and it's like that saying, right? Give a man a fish, you feed him for a day, but teach a man to fish. You feed him for a lifetime.
And this isn't even about just catching like that one prize fish, It's not about a single goal. It's about becoming this like amazing fisherman. You know what I mean?
Okay, I love that analogy.
Yeah, it's about building the skills to navigate anything life throws at you, any storm.
Right, so how do we actually become these master anglers of life?
Right.
Well, the chapter breaks it down into 4 stages. Think of it like a roadmap, from feeling stuck as a victim all the way to becoming this powerful creator.
Yeah.
So let's start with victim. No judgment here, because we've all been there.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
What are some signs that someone might be, stuck in this first stage?
Well, you'll hear things like, this always happens to me, or there's nothing I can do about it. It's that feeling of being trapped, Like they're just at the mercy of everything around them.
Yeah, and it's not to say that bad things don't happen.
Of course not.
Or that, things outside of our control don't exist. It's more about how we react to it all,
Exactly.
Do we let it define us, or is this a chance for growth?
That's the key difference. And that's how you start shifting to that next stage, the hopeful stage. It's like, you start to see a little glimmer of light, a tiny possibility that maybe, just maybe, things could be different.
Right, that's the aha moment, like, wait a minute. I might actually have more control than I thought.
Exactly. And sometimes all it takes is like this one tiny win.
Yeah.
One little success to fuel that hope, And I remember when I was first starting out in my field, and I was terrified of public speaking. Like, truly, I was so nervous.
Oh, I feel that.
Yeah. But I knew, to get where I wanted to be, I had to do it.
Right.
So I volunteered to present at this, small conference just to kind of, dip my toes in.
Okay, so you're wading into those deeper waters.
Right.
Testing out the fishing skills a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. But it did not go well. I was stumbling over my words. My hands were shaking. I'm pretty sure I made eye contact with, everyone in the room, except the people I was supposed to be talking to.
Oof, we've all been there.
Oh, yeah.
But hey, you got through it.
I did. But here's the thing. Afterwards, this one person came up to me. Just one.
Okay.
And they told me they really liked my presentation. They found it really insightful. And, that little tiny bit of positive feedback in this sea of just awkward silence,
Yeah.
Huge. It gave me just enough confidence to keep going.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Those small wins, they are so important. It's not about being perfect right away. It's that you see the growth happening.
And that's how you become a believer. That's the next stage. And it's not about ignoring the bad stuff or being overly optimistic. It's about knowing that you faced challenges before and you came out stronger.
Yeah, so it's less, I think I can do it, and more like, I know I can because I've done hard things before.
Exactly. You have that experience to back it up. And that believer mindset, it brings this whole new level of energy and confidence.
Totally.
You're not afraid to take risks anymore because even if you don't succeed, in the traditional sense, you're still going to learn something. You're still growing.
You've leveled up your fishing gear. You got the better rod, the bigger net. You're ready to tackle some bigger fish now.
Right. And that brings us to the final stage, the creator. And I know it sounds kind of,
A little up there.
Yeah. But it's not about becoming superhuman. It's just about recognizing you have the power to shape your own life,
It's about taking ownership of the narrative. Like
Yeah.
you were saying before, you're not the passenger anymore. You're the driver.
Yes. And, for some people, that might be starting a business. For others, it's about setting boundaries in their relationships. Or maybe finally, pursuing that hobby they've always wanted to do.
It's not always some huge dramatic change. A lot of times it's these subtle but really significant changes in just how you're approaching everything, your decisions, your interactions.
Exactly. It's about catching yourself when you slip back into that victim mentality.
Oh, yeah.
And choosing to reframe it. You ask yourself, okay, what can I learn here? What's actually in my control?
It's that moment when you realize, like, wait a minute, I have a choice here. I can react out of fear, or I can respond from this place of, like, empowerment and possibility.
Yes. And that is powerful.
It's funny. I was just thinking, this chapter, it's all about entrepreneurship, right?
Right.
But this whole victim to creator thing, it really applies to, like, everything, relationships, work, you name it.
It totally does. It's like this universal language for personal growth.
For sure. So it's not just some business theory. It's like, wherever you're at in life, you can ask yourself, where am I on this journey right now? Are you feeling stuck? Or are you starting to see those
Where
possibilities?
it makes it real, It's not just some abstract idea.
Exactly. And the exciting part is once you realize you have the power to change your mindset,
Yeah.
that's when things really start to shift.
Exactly. And it's not like you just transform overnight. It's a journey.
Oh, for sure. It's like navigating a river. There's going to be calm parts and then, some rapids, maybe even a waterfall or two.
Exactly. But the important thing is to keep going, keep learning, and, adjusting your course when you need to.
And enjoy it. Celebrate those moments when you realize, wow, I'm handling this so differently than I used to.
Exactly. You're more resilient, more creative. You got that creator energy going on.
Yes. All right. So to wrap things up, just remember, you are not just along to the ride in your own life. You're the captain of your ship, the architect, or, the creator of your own destiny. What will you create today?